Power. It's a word that resonates with an almost primal energy. When we think of power, we often imagine the raw, untamed forces of nature, lightning splitting the sky, waterfalls crashing down with relentless force. These images capture the essence of power in its most elemental form. It's the invisible hand shaping our world, the force that carves canyons and moves mountains. This power is not just a physical phenomenon, it's a metaphor for the unseen forces that shape our lives and our societies. The current that carries us along its course. Just as ocean currents guide the movement of water across the globe, power influences the direction of our lives, often in ways we don't fully understand. Whether we acknowledge it or not, power is the fundamental force that governs our lives. It is the engine that drives progress and the glue that holds societies together. From the intricate networks of highways that connect our cities to the invisible threads of influence that bind our communities, power is omnipresent, influencing everything from global politics to our most intimate relationships. The sway of power can be seen in the shifting alliances of nations, the rise and fall of leaders, and even in the dynamics of our personal interactions. Think about it. What drives the engine of civilization? It's the relentless pursuit of power that fuels innovation and progress. The machinery of industry, the advancements in technology, all are driven by the quest for greater control and influence. What fuels the ambition of nations and individuals alike? It's the desire to harness power, to push boundaries, and to achieve greatness. High-speed trains, cutting-edge skyscrapers, and sprawling metropolises are all testaments to this unending drive. It's the pursuit of power, the desire to influence, to shape our destinies, and leave our mark on the world. In the hustle and bustle of city life, in the crowded streets and busy markets, we see the manifestation of this quest for power. Power is neither inherently good nor evil. It is a neutral force, like gravity or magnetism, that can be used for various ends. The balance scale symbolizes the dual nature of power, its potential to tip towards either justice or tyranny. It's a tool, a neutral force that can be wielded for both noble and nefarious purposes. Just as a blacksmith shapes metal with skill and precision, so too can power be molded to serve different agendas. Like fire, it can warm our homes or burn them to the ground. Fire, when controlled, provides warmth and comfort, but when unleashed, it can cause destruction. Similarly, power must be managed wisely to prevent it from becoming a destructive force. Understanding power, its nuances and its potential impact is essential for navigating the complexities of our world. The interconnected power grids symbolize the global nature of power, its reach extending across continents and affecting every aspect of our lives. To navigate this complex landscape, we must be aware of how power operates, how it can be harnessed for good, and how it can be kept in check to prevent abuse. The realm of politics is perhaps where power's influence is most evident. It's a stage where nations and individuals vie for dominance, where alliances are forged and broken, and where the course of history is charted. From the grand halls of the United Nations to the bustling streets of protest movements, power dynamics are constantly at play. Elections are won and lost, policies are enacted, and societies are transformed, all through the ebb and flow of power. Beyond the corridors of government, power permeates every facet of society. It shapes our social structures, influences our cultural norms, and dictates the distribution of resources. From the boardrooms of multinational corporations to the classrooms where our children learn, power dynamics are ever present. They determine who gets a seat at the table, whose voices are heard, and whose stories are told. Power dynamics are not limited to the grand stage of politics or the complex machinery of society. They also play a crucial role in our personal relationships, influencing our interactions with family, friends, and romantic partners. Who holds the power in your relationships? Is it evenly distributed, or is there an imbalance? Understanding these dynamics can be key to building healthy, fulfilling connections. Section 5. The two faces of power, a force for good and evil. Power is a complex and multifaceted force that has shaped the course of human history in profound ways. As we've established, power is a double-edged sword. It can be wielded for the greater good, bringing about positive change and progress, or it can be misused, leading to oppression and suffering. It has the potential to uplift and inspire, igniting movements that transform societies for the better. Yet it can also corrupt and destroy, turning noble intentions into harmful actions. History is replete with examples of both the benevolent and the malevolent use of power. We see it in the actions of leaders who have used their influence to promote peace, justice, and equality. From the visionary leaders who championed equality and justice to the tyrants who ruled with an iron fist, power's legacy is a tapestry of light and shadow. Visionaries like Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi harnessed power to fight for civil rights and freedom, leaving a lasting impact on the world. Their use of power was a beacon of hope, demonstrating that it can be a force for good when guided by ethical principles and a commitment to humanity. Conversely, history also bears witness to those who have abused power, leading to war, genocide, and immense suffering. Figures like Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin exemplify the dark side of power, where ambition and control overshadowed compassion and morality. Yet, even in the aftermath of such darkness, power has also been the driving force behind rebuilding and reconciliation, showing its capacity for renewal and healing. Ultimately, the dual nature of power reminds us that it is not inherently good or evil. It is the intentions and actions of those who wield it that determine its impact on the world. As we move forward, it is crucial to reflect on how we can use power responsibly, ensuring it serves as a force for good in our ever-evolving society. Section 6. Harnessing power for personal growth and influence. Understanding power is not just about recognizing its presence in the world around us. Power is everywhere, in the natural world, in our social structures, and within ourselves. It is a force that can shape our lives in profound ways. It's also about harnessing its potential for personal growth and positive change. When we learn to channel this power effectively, we can transform our lives and the lives of those around us. This transformation begins with self-awareness and a deep understanding of our own capabilities. Each of us possesses a unique set of skills, talents, and experiences that gives us a certain degree of power. These attributes are our personal assets, and they can be developed and refined over time. By recognizing and nurturing these qualities, we can unlock our full potential. By cultivating our strengths, embracing our passions, and using our voices to advocate for what we believe in, we can create a ripple effect of positive change. This process involves continuous learning, self-improvement, and a commitment to personal growth. It requires us to step out of our comfort zones and take bold actions. We can become agents of positive change in our own lives and the lives of others. This means leading by example, inspiring others, and contributing to the greater good. When we harness our power with intention and purpose, we can make a meaningful impact on the world. Whether it's through small acts of kindness or large-scale initiatives, our efforts can create a better future for everyone. Section 7. Power and corruption. A dangerous liaison. The allure of power can be intoxicating. It's a seductive force that can tempt even the most well-intentioned individuals to stray from their values. History is filled with cautionary tales of leaders who, once driven by noble ideals, succumbed to the corrupting influence of power. The pursuit of power for its own sake can lead to greed, arrogance, and a disregard for the well-being of others. Section 8. The evolving nature of power in the digital age. The digital revolution has fundamentally reshaped the landscape of power. In the age of social media, viral campaigns, and online communities, the traditional gatekeepers of power are being challenged. Information is power, and in today's interconnected world, that information spreads at an unprecedented rate. Ordinary citizens now have platforms to voice their opinions, mobilize support for their causes, and hold those in power accountable. Section 9. Empowering the powerless, a collective responsibility. While the digital age has created new avenues for empowerment, it's important to remember that power imbalances persist. Marginalized communities, those who have historically been denied access to power, still face significant challenges. It's our collective responsibility to use our voices and our platforms to amplify their stories, advocate for their rights, and work towards a more just and equitable world. Section 10. Navigating the labyrinth of power, strategies for success. Navigating the complex and often treacherous terrain of power requires a nuanced understanding of its dynamics. It's about knowing when to assert yourself, when to collaborate, and when to step back and listen. It's about building authentic connections, cultivating your influence, and using your power responsibly. Section 11. The enduring legacy of power shaping our world. Power is an enduring force, one that has shaped the course of human history and will continue to do so for generations to come. By understanding its complexities, recognizing its potential for both good and evil, and striving to wield it responsibly, we can help create a world where power is used not to oppress or divide, but to uplift, empower, and inspire.